Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back in the YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing some top ladder using this Royal Hog Firecracker Heal Spirit deck. So as you guys know, last season I really enjoyed using basically the same deck, except it had Magic Archer instead of the Firecracker in it, but since Magic Archer got a pretty significant nerf, its range is a tile shorter now, and it's very easy to activate King with it. Now, obviously, Firecracker, it's pretty easy to activate King off of the Firecracker too, but the difference is it's 3 elixir, you can cycle it more often, it shoots itself back, and it's just really easy to go in for like mini P.E.K.K.A.s or Royal Hogs to like support it on offense, which means then it's really hard for the other person to activate King Tower when they have a lot to defend, such as like Royal Hogs or even like a mini P.E.K.K.A., whatever you play in front of it. And then obviously you have Hunter for your air counters. Hunter is really good versus Balloon, and then Heal Spirit heals everything up. Like if someone snowballs or logs your Firecracker, or like fireballs your Royal Hogs, gets healed back up almost to full health. So we're one game away from 6,700. We're top 300 right now. We're going to try to get to 6,700 at least, probably push a little more than that, try to get back in the top 200 with this very similar deck as to what I was using last season. But we're just going to test it out with Firecracker, kind of see how I like it, see if it's maybe it's like a little worse than it was with the Magic Archer, but I think it's still going to be a really solid deck. Might be what I use on ladder this season, depending on what the meta is, because, I mean, Firecracker's pretty good versus, like, Skeleton Barrel, other stuff like that. So I'm going to start with Ice Golem. I like making the first play, and he's going to go with a Knight. So we'll go Firecracker. We don't really know what this is yet, but Knight could mean Splashyard. Splashyard does pretty good versus this deck. So we're going to go Royal Hog's mini P.E.K.K.A. because he doesn't have his Knight in rotation, which is most likely his best counter to the mini P.E.K.K.A. And just like that, guys, we're already going to take his tower, probably kill the Musketeer. So fantastic start to this match. And okay, yeah, this guy screwed up really bad, but you can see that's exactly what you have to do when you're versing a graveyard deck and they go for, like, if they cycle their Knight in the back, and in this case he cycled his Baby Dragon, and so Knight is the best answer to the mini P.E.K.K.A. in Splashyard, and then Baby Dragon is the best answer to the Royal Hogs, besides, of course, if they have, like, a Goblin Hut, or a lot of people are using, well, Bomb Tower, either one of those. But in his case, he didn't have the enough elixir. If he were to play that, it would have just gotten earthquaked. So we're going to go Royal Hogs again here with a Heal Spirit, see what his building is, and it looks like he is going to have a Goblin Hut. So I prefer Goblin Hut over Bomb Tower. Bomb Tower is a really good answer to the Royal Hogs. I think we should try to wrap this game up pretty quick here, because I'm like 90% sure there's like no way he can come back. So I'm going to play a little aggressively here, probably go Firecracker. Because if we can get one Firecracker connection on his King Tower, at that point we could just end up cycling probably just like logs and earthquakes on his tower. But unfortunately we don't get it, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go Ice Golem, we're going to go Royal Hogs, and then we're going to go Heal Spirit, because if we just get any kind of connection here, we'll just be in such a good spot. But he goes Snowball, and is he going to defend them completely, or does one Royal Hog end up making... Okay, one Royal Hog makes it. That means we can log, Earthquake, and, well, now we just need an Earthquake log. And then we end up winning the game really fast, short and sweet first game there. Really caught him off guard with the Royal Hogs mini P.E.K.K.A. opposite lane. He obviously wasn't expecting us to be that aggressive, but that's what we have to do, take advantage of when they spend too much elixir. Because I think what we did is we went Ice Golem, Firecracker. He poisoned, played Baby Dragon in Knight, which meant he had no elixir whatsoever to defend our post opposite lane. So that's going to put us at 6,700. We're still not top 200 yet, so let's keep going, try to push up a little bit more. We might even be able to hit 6,800 if we win our next few games in a row, but of course that would be a little bit of a long shot, just because I couldn't really lose a game, because that would be like, yeah, 4 games, unless I get like a plus 40, which would be pretty unlikely. Okay, so we found our next game here, second game, not first game. So let's go ahead and go Firecracker first play of the game. Feel like it's a pretty good starting move. I would go Magic Archer first play of the game. Okay, so it looks like he goes for a Rocket. That's, I mean, -3 trade on his end, so Rocket could mean Ice Bow. Ice Bow is usually a pretty easy matchup for this deck, especially if they have Knight. If they have the Valk variant, it's a bit harder, because Valk's pretty good versus your Royal Hogs, but if they're using the Knight variant, which it looks like he is using, should be quite an easy matchup for us. We're going to go Heal Spirit to heal everything back up. The Knight, the Hunter, the mini P.E.K.K.A., and the Royal Hogs, allowing the Royal Hogs to make it to the tower. Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s coming in too. I mean, we're not going to take his tower, but Mini P.E.K.K.A. is getting 2 shots on the other lane. Hunter got so much damage on the left, and the reason why that happened is because he decided to rocket my Firecracker. And as an Ice Bow player, in my opinion, I don't use a lot of Ice Bow, but I know this: you shouldn't rocket a card that's less than 4 elixir first play of the game. So we're going to apply pressure here because we're up a bit of elixir and we don't want him to get an easy King Tower activation. So it looks like because he had to defend the Mini P.E.K.K.A., he isn't able to get the King activated, and as a result, we get a Mini P.E.K.K.A. hit on his tower, Firecracker connects to the tower, and just like that, really bad start for this guy. Great start for us, but the whole purpose of this deck is kind of outcycling your opponent in single elixir because it's a pretty cheap deck. Looks like he gave up, so again, really quick game. Really nice first 2 games so far. So far, I'm really liking the Firecracker. Seems to be working out really nicely. Seems to be getting just as much value as the Magic Archer. For us, obviously really annoying. It's forcing, like, in this case, a rocket out of him, whereas let's say I had the Magic Archer. If he rocketed the Magic Archer, that would have been, I would have had 1 less elixir. He would have gotten a better trade, and he might have been able to defend, but with that extra elixir, that really helped us. And then the Heal Spirit just kind of healing everything else up was, yeah, just kind of too much for him, and then he couldn't defend. So now we're finally in the top 200, but we're still 3 games away from 6,800. So let's keep going. Both the first 2 games were super quick. And yeah, as I said, in most matchups, that's kind of what you're doing. You're kind of outcycling them really early on. The only exception would be if you're versus, like, let's say 2.9. 2.9 has a really fast cycle, and honestly, that's the type of matchup where you're playing pretty passively in single, but the rest of the matchups you're playing really aggressively in single. That's the way you play this deck pretty much. Especially versus a Golem or Elixir Golem deck, you're being really aggressive in single. That's the way you, like, end up winning the matchup, is if you take their tower in single elixir, or get their tower really, really low to the point where you can cycle, like, Logs, Earthquakes, or just go in for, like, 1 more set of Royal Hogs and end up taking the tower in double. That's your ideal situation. Of course, it doesn't always end up working out, but it's usually what you want to do. So, reverse CR7 here. We're going to go again, start with Firecracker in the back, first play of the game, see what this guy wants to do here, and he's going to poison, so I guess we'll go ahead and play Royal Hogs. We're up 1 elixir. Poison means it's not going to be like, I mean, there's really no way I would be punished too hard for going in for Royal Hogs here, because poison nowadays usually means it's going to be like, well, like in this case, Splashyard. A lot of people are using poison, like what other decks have poison? It's Graveyard's one of the biggest ones, and then I guess also Elixir Golem doesn't usually have it either. It's mostly Graveyard, to be honest, at least in this meta. Okay, so he goes Bard Barrel, and now I know we beat Graveyard earlier, but it definitely is one of the harder matchups, so we'll definitely need to try to play it our best here, because this guy, it looks like he's saving his Knight and not cycling it in the back, which is what which is the mistake the other guy made, who was using... Oh, looks like this guy has a Goblin Hut, which is pretty good, considering the fact that... Considering the fact that Bomb Tower would be much worse, since we're using Royal Hogs. Okay, he's going to have to spend a lot of elixir to counter that. He used all of his elixir there. So I imagine it's going to be quite difficult for him to go in for a Graveyard here, and even if he does, we should be able to defend it. So I'm really not too worried. We're going to let the Ice Wizard lock on the tower, then we're going to go for a Mini P.E.K.K.A., followed by an Ice Golem, and consider playing Royal Hogs depending on what he does here. Looks like he goes for the Knight. That was a good Knight on his end. Well played. We're going to cycle Log now. And then let's go ahead and go Royal Hogs. Heal Spirit as well, why not? And see how he defends this. It's going to go NATO and Bard Barrel, so once again, spending a tremendous amount of elixir just to take care of that. And once again, he's not pulling the trigger on the Graveyard. He's playing this really passively. As he should. When you're using the deck he's getting most of his damage, and obviously double and triple. Now, it would be nice if we could get the Royal Hogs to the tower, but really nice defense on his end. Now, we still have the lead. Oh, one Royal Hog ends up connecting. It's great. Okay, let's go with a Firecracker again in the back. Heal Spirit. There he goes again with the poison. So, how are we going to stop this? I think he's going to Graveyard here. Oh, wow, still doesn't Graveyard. This guy's being so, I think this guy's actually being overly passive, in my opinion. It's good to be passive, but I think by now he should have gone in for the, his first Graveyard push, because, I don't know, it's just, I feel like he's waiting a bit too long. Unfortunately, our Firecracker is going to die inside of the poison. And yeah, what a close game. I'm, again, so surprised he isn't going in for Graveyards yet. There's the Graveyard, his first one of the whole game. And surprisingly, he's going to play it with nothing tanking for it. I was expecting him to go in for one with like a baby dragon tanking, but he decided to just go for a Graveyard when there was nothing there. So that was quite interesting. But you can see it's super hard for us to break through here. He's gonna get one hit from the skeleton. Yeah, as you can see, looks like we're not breaking through here successfully. So I think we are gonna end up losing this one, but definitely is one of the harder matchups. Splashyard, as I said. So, not too much shame losing it, but obviously, I think it's still a little bit easier than the bomb tower one, but I can't help but think this is just so difficult, because we can't, it's so hard for us to get damage with our Royal Hogs when he has that baby dragon and the, like, the bar barrel too, like, and just the NATO, lot of splash, and then Graveyard we don't know the best of answers for. But wow, that guy played super passive. Was really surprising how passive he played. Like, he didn't play a single Graveyard for pretty much more than half of the game, and then when he played his first Graveyard, he had like nothing tanking for it, which I thought was pretty interesting. But I guess we kind of came somewhat close. We managed to get a lot of damage on his tower in single, which is what I was talking about with this deck versus those harder matchups. You're getting more damage in single, but it wasn't enough for us to seal the win in double, unfortunately. Alright, we're going to go Royal Hogs. It does log, I mean, like, obviously, pretty, like, it's... Oh, good, we're versing, another Expo deck. Is this going to be 2.9, or is this going to be Icepo? If it's 2.9, it's going to be really easy, as well as if it's Icepo. The only thing is, if it's Icepo, I just hope it's not... Oh, it's got a Musketeer, so I guess this is going to be a little different. I would still assume this is Expo, but I just don't know what variant this is now. So we're going to Earthquake the Expo here. He's going to get some damage on our tower, most likely, because yeah, that's not a big deal. He gets a couple hundred damage. And as I've already said, Expo has a slightly faster cycle than this deck, so it's okay to take a little bit of damage in single elixir, but that being said, once you get into double and triple, you're going to have a pretty easy time. So we're going to log his tower, and he's going to go for his own log. He doesn't have a Fireball in cycle. We can cycle our Firecracker in the back. He's going to go Musketeer. We'll Ice Golem. And we didn't even go Heal Spirit here. Heal the Ice Golem. It's like a mini P.E.K.K.A. just to kind of like protect the Firecracker. He decides to log. We could send in Royal Hogs here. He's either gonna Tesla or Fireball. Kind of curious to which one he does. So he goes Tesla. That's probably the better play, because now he has Fireball for our Firecracker if he needs it. But of course it is a negative trade. So we'll go for a high Firecracker here. Then we'll go Ice Golem in front just to kind of protect it. And yeah, as I said, now that we are in double elixir, it's gonna be really nice and just much easier for us to break through in general. So we're gonna go Heal Spirit, hopefully healing up the Royal Hogs. It does do a nice job of that. Then the Firecrackers in the other lane, so we're gonna go Ice Golem, Mini P.E.K.K.A. Unfortunately, he gets a really, really valuable Fireball on that. Well played on his part. And we're going to wait till that Musketeer gets closer, and then we're going to Hunter on it, but he actually ends up going in for a nice log. We're going to Earthquake, killing the Tesla and the Musketeer. It was kind of a prediction Earthquake because he hadn't played that Tesla yet, but, you know, I just knew he was going to play it. I mean, what else would he have done? So we're going to go for a high Firecracker here, and then we're going to go Ice Golem to try to protect. Looks like he does end up going in for an Expo in the opposite lane. So we're going to Royal Hogs, we're going to Earthquake it, and he is going to get an Expo lock here. But honestly, guys, it isn't too big of a deal. Oh, he gets none. Never mind. I kind of lied. So nice defense there on that Firecracker. We don't get any damage on his tower, but we still have a significant lead on his. So things are looking pretty good here going into most likely triple elixir. So I'm going to go for an Earthquake on his Expo. And I'm actually not going to worry about logging the Expo. I'm going to log his tower because if he gets a little bit of damage on my left tower, I really don't mind because of the huge lead we have, and he already has damage on our right tower. As long as we keep it to a minimal, it shouldn't be too bad. We're going to Earthquake the Musketeer tower and the Expo, getting a lot of value, and Expo gets no damage. Royal Hogs are getting so much damage on the other lane. So we can just Mini P.E.K.K.A. here, and now we're in triple elixir, so that pretty much means that we're just going to be able to cycle at this point. We could even, if we really wanted to, just Earthquake his tower and then cycle back to another Earthquake, because there's really nothing he can do about it. With our Ice Golem kind of as a tank, couldn't we actually just cycle 3 Earthquakes on his tower? Yeah, I think we can. I feel a little bad, but I think we can just cycle 3 Earthquakes on his tower. It's just, our cycle's so quick. Yeah, look at that. Alright, GG. Yeah, that's pretty, oh, I feel like a bad person. We just cycled 3 Earthquakes on his tower. That's like, it's not 1,000 damage because Earthquake doesn't even do 300. But it's like almost 900 damage. Just cycled on his tower. But yeah, 172 now. Let's go for one more. Maybe we can get top 150, and we'll end off of that. I feel like that would be like a good spot to end. So let's try to win this game here. Get top. I assume it would be top 150. Could be wrong though. I really have no idea. It depends. If we only get like plus 20 or something, then probably not. But if we can get like a plus 30, it most likely will. So, oh, looks like reverse Hajime. Hajime's a really good player. I don't know if you guys know him, but it's a Japanese player. He's finished #1 in the world before. So, really good player, obviously. He can use a lot of different decks, but he is known to use Expo. But it looks like in this case, he isn't going to be using Expo. He's going to go for a Bar Barrel to start the game off. So, he's going to get the King activated. But he cycles his Knight in the back. So, Knight and Bomb Tower out of rotation. Let's see how he defends this here. I think he'll be able to, but it's going to be harder with him having... Wait. Okay, good. At least he killed that. Oh, okay, I lied. He defended it actually really, really easily. So, him getting that King activated was very, very helpful, clearly. Okay, this is gonna be very, very difficult. And I mean very difficult, because he has the King activated at such an early point in this game. And we're also versus Splashyard with Bomb Tower, one of the hardest matchups for this deck. So, we are going to have a pretty hard time here, but we'll see what we can do. We're going to go and I'm going to go in. He doesn't have a Knight in cycle. I know he's going to Bomb Tower. It's just, I got to try to make something happen, though. Maybe we get, like, a connection with the mini... No. Yeah, guys, I think we're screwed. I'm going to be honest. I think we're in trouble. Aggressive NATO. Could we? No, it's almost double. When we play these, since it's double, he's going to have enough elixir to defend it. yeah, it just goes Ice Wizard. His NATO is out of rotation, so we're going to get a little bit of damage. A little. Not nearly as much as he got to our right tower, so that wasn't too successful. But at this point, I'll take it. It's better than nothing. I'm going to try our best to defend this here. Hunter does an okay job of defending the graveyard. But yeah, he just sets up for another bomb tower. We're splitting his damage, which is really good. We're getting, you know, both of our towers are low, which is good. We're as I've already said, we're kind of like splitting the damage, which is pretty annoying for him. Oh no. The Firecracker's gonna die in the poison too. Yeah, it barely does. Oh. Yeah. I think we're done, guys. I don't know how we're gonna get out of this situation. But we can hope. Maybe something's gonna happen somehow, some way. Does it stay out of the range of the... Like, I mean... Okay. Good poison. Oh, that's dead now. Yeah, alright, GG. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's one of the toughest matchups for this deck. Splashyard with Bomb Tower, nearly impossible in my opinion. Especially if they get the King Tower activated, like, early on. So yeah. That was, yeah, unfortunate. But how many games did we win? We won won 3 games. I feel like we versed so much Expo. I'll play one more. I feel like we've gotten, like, no variety. We basically versed Expo and Splashyard, and that's pretty much it. So... yeah, I just want to do one more. I feel like we've gotten no variety for the most part in any of the games. Just, it's all the same stuff, pretty much. Most of our, well, we won versus Splashyard deck versus Expo, and then, but, like, there wasn't really anything else. So we haven't versed any Skeleton Barrel decks, which is pretty interesting, as well as any, just, yeah, pretty much nothing besides Expo and Splashyard. So, I'll do one more. Okay, we're going to go Firecracker in the back, and he's going to go Miner. So, we have something different, finally, because Miner is not used in Splashyard or Expo, at least I hope not. I've never seen a deck that, So, Firecracker locks on the tower, might end up activating King here for him. Yes, it does. King Tower gets activated, well played on his part. Gonna Heal Spirit, heal up the Hunter back to full health. Then we're gonna go Firecracker here to defend this Skeleton Barrel. And he does go Mega Knight. Mega Knight's good versus Royal Hogs, but Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s really good versus the Mega Knight, so that's solid as well. Let's go for our Hunter here. We're going to try to take out this Inferno Drag, which we do a nice job of doing, and then we're going to go Ice Golem, kind of protecting this Hunter and Firecracker, and then let's go ahead and go for Heal Spirit here. This is going to cause the Hunter to get healed up, and the Firecracker still alive, helping out there. One of the Spear Goblins dies. Royal Hogs in front of the Firecracker. Oh, it doesn't keep it alive. No. That would have been so good. Oh. I thought he was going to split the damage. Like, I thought he was going to Miner. Ooh, that was bad. Like, bad on his end. I think he should have, Hold on. I was thinking of if I wanted to defend those or not, and I decided not to. It's not worth it. If I did, like I played a mini P.E.K.K.A, he would have just, yeah, gone for Goblin Gang. Like, what would have, there would have literally been no point, in my opinion. So, I just decided not to. But Heal Spirit heals up the Royal Hogs and allows them to get damage even though he ended up playing a Mega Knight. That's why I really like the Heal Spirit. It allows you to get damage versus Mega Knight decks. We're going to go Log and we're going to go Ice Golem to pick up that Miner. And then we're going to go Royal Hogs playing them split. So then this way he can get a lot of value out of the Mega Knight. And yeah, he's split. So like, he's forced to defend both. Alright, so we're going to see where he plays his Miner. I'm going to predict it in the front this time. Looks like he still plays it in the back. That's a bit unlucky, but he doesn't take the tower. He's going to need, Okay, let's do this. Mega Knight's that. Mini P.E.K.K.A's still alive. That gets healed back up. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, he had to waste a Miner. That's perfect. So, alright. What do we want to do? I feel like we're in a decent situation right now. We have a good amount of damage. He is going to Mega Knight these, though. Healed them back up. They do end up making it to the tower, which is great. Exactly what we want. And, yeah, as I said, I feel like things are going alright. We just need to make sure that... Oh, we could go Royal Hogs, because I don't think... Like, I was going to say, I don't think he had Mega Knight back in rotation. We just have to Earthquake, and then we win. Hey, let's go! Earthquake finishes off the game. Let's go. So, we end up beating this Mega Knight deck. Mega Knight, I feel like, does typically do pretty good versus Royal Hogs, but the Heal Spirit allows you to have a much nicer time versus them, healing up the Royal Hogs back to full health, basically, when the Mega Knight gets spawned on them, which is great. So, we're 67-47, 154th. We're top 150, guys. I mean, let's be honest here. Look at this glitch, right? That guy, that account's glitched. There was another that's glitched. This account's glitched. And then there's probably even more. I'm not wasting my time. We're top 150, guys. I'm not scrolling through, so we made it top 150. At least I presume so, but I'm not scrolling through the whole top 200 to check like what accounts are glitched. But that's gonna be it. Make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Firecracker in this deck. I think it's pretty solid in replace for the Magic Archer, but maybe Musketeer would be another option. But then again, if you have Musketeer, you're not going to have as good of an answer. Or, I mean, you're not going to have kind of that win condition like the Firecracker is. Firecracker's sort of a win condition, and I feel like it's really annoying for the opponent to deal with too. So it's kind of hard to say. But anyways, thanks again. Until next time, guys.